introduce Cassie Scerbo, the Vice President of Boo2Bullying. Cassie, how are you doing this evening?
I am doing great. I'm so excited for the turnout, and I can't wait to get inside.
Tell us how you got started and how you went from actress to also an advocate.
Absolutely. I got started basically at a place like this. I was at an event, and I was talking to somebody, actually one of the photographers at the time, who had known about this organization, Boo2Bullying, I'd never heard of. And she was, talking to me about everything that they were about and what they do. And at the time, I was on an ABC Family show called Make It or Break It, and I played the bully. And being that I got to see things from that spectrum, a lot of times the person who is doing the bullying, that person is very hurt and very damaged themselves. And it was so important for me to speak out about that because I didn't want kids that were being bullied to feel like it was them. And also I wanted people to realize that, hey, we're all in this together. We all suffer. We all, we're human beings. And it just all clicked. And from that day on, I became a youth ambassador for this organization. And here I am 6 years later as the vice president. I'm very excited I got to work my way up. And we've got to do so many great school speeches and pilot programs and assemblies and events like this now, and I'm really happy to be a part of it.
That's an amazing story, and it's so great to see people who are in the spotlight doing positive things for not only the country, but this is an epidemic worldwide.
Absolutely.
What do you do to take your stardom or the eyes that are on you to try and promote anti-bullying? I mean, obviously you're part of this charity, but what do you do personally each day to try and end that?
Absolutely. This may sound silly, but listen, social media, it can be a negative thing, sure, but it can be a very positive thing. And I feel that the more we speak out, the more that we post things that are important to us, the more that we post statistics and some of our clips from our school speeches and whatnot, I think it inspires those that are younger and even those that are our age or older. And I think it's so important to always use any platform you have and use that to make some change, make a difference. Our voices are so important. It's so important to be heard. And there's really no feeling. I always tell this to Dimitri. I'm like, I love what I do. I love, the performing arts end of everything, but being on a stage and speaking to kids and seeing lives literally change in front of you and hearing people tell you that the impact that you have on them it's incomparable. Absolutely.
That answer, I couldn't pick a better one. And also, you stole my next question. You answered 2 in 1. So lastly, what is a piece of information or a word of advice that you give to someone who's currently facing bullying?
Everyone goes through it. That's number one. Bullying does not discriminate, and I think that's so important for people to understand because I think loneliness and feeling any form of loneliness is just the worst feeling in the world. But if people were to realize that we all go through these things, I mean, honestly, I feel like bullying is being highlighted throughout everything right now. You have 13 Reasons Why on Netflix, which is their #1 show ever. I was bawling from the entire time. It was incredible. But I just feel that, it starts with realizing that you're not alone. That's number one. Everybody has something that they go through in life. I've been through it. I'm sure you've had something you've gone through. And from there, you reach out to people. You can't be scared. People like to call people snitches. They like to fear people out of things because misery needs company. But those people also need company. And I think the biggest thing you can do is stand up for yourself and your bully, actually, at the end of the day. And I've done that before as well. So I think that's really important.
Well, thank you so much for taking some time to answer some questions, and thank you for all the work you do with Boo2Bullying.
Absolutely.
And go enjoy yourself, okay?
Thank you so much. And you guys can check us out at boo2bullying.org. I would be in trouble if I didn't say that.